Away from that, the Ghana Private Roads and Transport Union, GPRTU, says the recent fare increase announced by some drivers in the country violates the administrative instruments governing the review of public transport fares and should be disregarded. GPRTU is thus cautioning passengers against paying any unapproved transport fares. This warning is in response to the recent fare hikes by some driver unions. Citi News' Christopher Kevin Asima has more in this report.
Petroleum consumers in Ghana are paying more for fuel due to an increase in the price of the commodity during the first pricing window in April. The price of fuel saw 2 increases within the same week. Shortly after the increase, the National Petroleum Authority reinstated the Price Stabilization and Recovery Levy, which had been previously suspended. In the directive dated April 3, 2024, distributed to various stakeholders within the oil marketing and distribution sector, the NPA instructed the application of the additional charges 16 pesos per litre for petrol, 14 pesos per litre for diesel, and 14 pesos for every kilogram of liquefied petroleum gas. Following this announcement, the Transport Operators Union and Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana declared a 20% increase in transport fares, effective April 10, 2024. They cited the government's failure to address their concern and the lack of fare adjustment to offset increased optional costs as the reasons for the fare hike.
The truth of the matter is, yes, we are taking the new fare. And we started Wednesday, and it's ongoing. As you can see, the board over there indicates it. When you go to the car and ask the passengers, we are doing the same. So we don't think we are the wrong path. We are the right direction. And that is what our customers want. And that's what our drivers also want. So we have given it to them. And it's perfect. And everybody, the cooperation is quite okay. Master, we are sick and tired of dormant ministers that we have in Ghana. We have to do the right thing at the right time. We, concerned drivers, will continue to take the 20% as prescribed. Some people can be like ostrich and hide behind the scene and be taking it. But we will come to the limelight and take the fares as we are doing.
Citi News checks at some transport stations confirmed that some driver unions have already increased their fares despite a counter directive from the Ghana Private Roads and Transport Union.
This morning, when I took a vehicle coming to La Paz, there was an increase in the fare. Initially we used to pay 15 cedis, but now it's 18 cedis. They've taken their decision already, so now we have nothing to say. What we want to say is they should reduce the price because the fare added to it is too much.
Well, honestly, I had heard that there's going to be an increment, but coming today, I didn't know that it was starting today. So being told now, I mean, well, we just have to pay. And then we go to our various destinations. As it's been increased, we have to get to our destination, so we have to pay. We'll pay and then we'll go. There's nothing we can do about it. If they've tried to speak to the government or the transport operating committees or whatever committee in charge to try and beat the prices down, yet they've not come to any form of agreement, we just have to pay. At the end of the day, we, the citizens, we are at the suffering end of it, and we just have to pay. There's nothing we can do about it than to pay.
Minim say sometime ago me too fair mu, me too petrol mu, but drivers no inclusive way no. Yet yasiye, it's almost a better fair so. And it's impossible drivers if only they will increase the fare crampa. Also, you have the people should alert. Mimi ke and I say me kwa prawo, scam minister me kwa 60 cedi. Me kodu ya from 70 cedi, and I need to kwa yepa, and I didn't make for any easy. What as any easy, sweetie, and I 60 after the comes 70. Ya boommate, mimi see, and ya boommate. Say I say 50 when me minti asiye. Fairness minimisa matumwa. Some better they should announce it. No more fresh station masters nina so ye increase the fuel no. Until the ban is say ye increase the fuel. You push also increase your pay. No mama your list. No man announce it because we have radio stations, we have way. Mamun kashi no ni panu so it's so tons of for my day. Ni abet na kem no waka tell so Jimmy saying I'll fight with the mates. What they say, I'm paying some workers and the minister of Massatu, and then can meet members and Babuno, and also.
In response to the fare increase, the Ghana Private Roads and Transport Union has urged commuters not to comply with the proposed new transport fares.
This has not been the first time and it will not be the last time as well. Initially, this is what has been happening. When we yearn for upward adjustment, yes, of course, some of our people hurry themselves to try to take the lead. But at the end of it, we speak and finally come to one conclusion. Yes, we have started negotiating with the transport ministry. You know, we protect the driving industry. Whenever there are changes and we have to look for upward adjustment, we come up with a proposal, and the transport ministry also comes in to defend the general public. So the situation is not as if we always come up with something and we start implementing it. No, we come up with something, we have to justify why we are looking for this upward adjustment, and they are also there to make sure they defend the public by trying to dialogue with us, and finally, whatever conclusion we arrive at, we come out with a communique. I strongly believe the communique, talking to them to desist from that, came out today. So I strongly believe by the end of the day, everybody might have heard what has happened, and effective from tomorrow, rest assured, they will try to do the right thing.
The continuous rise in fuel prices has significantly impacted livelihoods. Drivers here at the La Paz Tema Sharman station say they have no choice but to increase these fares to cushion their members. Meanwhile, the GPRTU is urging the public not to pay these unapproved fares as they continue to negotiate with stakeholders and the Ministry of Transport to come up with an agreed price for the public. For Citi News, I am Christopher Kevin Asima.